Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo, and today we're gonna be looking at the Amazon Basics foam cannon. This foam cannon right here, the 33 ounce foam cannon, it's gonna set you back only 12 bucks. When I was kind of perusing Amazon, looking for new chemicals, looking and strategizing new kind of torture test and cheap versus expensive test, I came across this $12 foam cannon. Now, Amazon Basics is kind of their house brand, their private label. They work with other manufacturers and have them manufacture their own things. Think Trader Joe's does the same thing, Costco does the same thing with Kirkland, and a whole host of other companies do the same thing. And Amazon Basics, or Amazon Basics line, is just that. They're kind of house brand, if you will. But in any case, I wanted to see is $12 worth it for a foam cannon? And I've done a cheap versus expensive foam cannon test in the past that performed really well. And when I kind of just found this, I was like, 12 bucks, I just can't pass it up. So I thought you guys would like to come along for the ride as well to see if it's worth it, because maybe you too have seen this on Amazon. So with that, let's open up the box, see what's included, and then we're gonna take it outside and see if it actually foams, put some soap in it, and see how it does. I'm kind of expecting it to be well worth $12, just right off the bat. But it will be interesting to see how well it does, and also this may have a longevity play to it, and if it does, and if I feel like this is going to be something that I'm going to use often, I will post kind of those updates over on my Instagram page. I'll link it below, but make sure you go follow me over there too and check out my Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, and all that kind of micro content is going on as well. So, but in this video, let's open up the box and then let's take it outside and see how this $12 foam cannon really foams. So let's take a peek and see what you get for 12 bucks. In the box, you get this basic box, unbranded Amazon Basics. Talks a little bit more about the snow foam lance. Inside you get the bottle itself, some instructions, the tube, and you have another box. Let's see what's inside this one. This must be the rest of the components. There we have the head, and that's it. As you can see, it's pretty much a pretty basic situation that we got going on. This seems to maybe be screwed on the tip, which is kind of interesting. Usually that will unscrew so that you could do, you can pour everything in. So obviously you'd put the dip tube right here, and I have a bigger opening foam cannon that I actually prefer more, because when you're trying to pour soap in, this gets a little crappy. But overall, I mean, it looks, for 12 bucks, it looks just like a lot of the other basic ones. It's a basic foam cannon, but hey, at least it stands up on its own. Let's see what happens if we put the top on, if it'll stand up on its own. Maybe that's why they screwed that top together, to give it more balance. But yeah, stands up on its own. Obviously it says Amazon Basics right here, it's screen printed on, but let's take it outside, see what it does, and shoot, man, if it foams, if you're looking for an inexpensive foam cannon, something that'll just put foam on the car without being overly cute about it, this is a pretty much plug and play, no brainer, I think. But let's put some soap in it and then take it outside and see if it actually foams, huh? All right, let's see the moment of truth. Got the pressure washer primed, hooked it up. Whew. All right, let's do it. Whoa. So this is gonna be turned all the way up. Let me go this way. I didn't realize the wind was going that way. So this is sucking all the foam. You can see you can make the fan bigger if you want it, but I'm a little windy today. It actually is interesting how quiet it is. It's not as loud as some of the foam cannons. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, see if that changes anything. Obviously it's not foaming as much now, but still foaming incredibly well. I like this a little bit like that, maybe medium on. This is great. You would be hard pressed to figure out if you were blindfolded, you would be hard pressed to tell if this was a, $50 AutoZone foam cannon or a $12 Amazon foam cannon. It is performing just as well as that. And that's where sometimes this cheap versus expensive, most times to be honest, this cheap versus expensive is really good and really comes in, because you can find these cheaper gems. Granted, a foam cannon is gonna have a lot to do with the soap. So I did put 2 or 3, probably 3 ounces of foam, or excuse me, 3 ounces of soap in the foam cannon, but you could see from that right there that this thing works perfect. It's gonna give you the foam that you're looking for. It's gonna get it on the car, and for a really, 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 really inexpensive cost. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. All right, so what do you think? Is the $12 foam cannon worth it? Is it worth it just to have as a backup, even if you have a more expensive foam cannon? I tend to have like 2s and 3s of everything kind of laying around my shop, at my house, just in case I'm in the middle of a job and something breaks, or I'm trying to do something and something's not working correctly. I could easily just kind of hop to the next one. So I think that's where this foam cannon is gonna kind of fit in for me as a backup. It leaks a little bit, and honestly, it's totally good as a first one. If you're have employees and you're going through a lot of cars, this may be a good fit. They can't really mess it up, and if they do, it's easily replaceable. So let me know where you think this foam cannon fits in the comments below, and if you have other suggestions for cheap versus expensive products, or products that you'd like to see torture tested, or any of that, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.